Hello students, in this video we will learn the basics of trigonometry. Trigonometry is a very important chapter and basic is a fundamental. It's very important. If you learn the basics properly, then the entire trigonometry chapter is going to be easy. First, trigonometry. Trigonometry is a combination of a words that is trigonometry. Tri means three, gno means sides, and metry means measurement. Trigonometry means it's a measure of three-sided figure. Three-sided figure we have triangle. In the entire trigonometry, we deal only with a triangle. That too only with right angle triangle. The entire chapter, that is the concept of trigonometry depends on the right angle triangle. Now let's start the basic. Consider a right angle triangle and I will name it as ABC, and I will mark at the angle B because it forms 90 degree. Now the side opposite to the 90 degree, the side which is opposite to the 90 degree, that is AC, we call that side as hypotenuse side. And in this chapter there will be a reference angle. We consider any one of the angle as a reference angle. We can consider it angle A or angle C. Any angle if you consider as a reference angle, the side opposite to the reference angle is called opposite side, and the remaining side we call it as adjacent side. So knowing this concept is very much important. So I will consider one more triangle and I will name it as PQR. So Q is 90 degree and I will consider R as the reference angle. Now write the sides. The side opposite to 90 degree we call it as hypotenuse side. I have taken R as a reference angle. The side opposite to the reference angle we call it as opposite side, and the remaining side we call it as an adjacent side. We will consider one more example. I will take a triangle. I will name it as ABC. I will mark the point angle B as 90 degree. In the first diagram I had considered A as a reference angle. Here I will consider C as a reference angle. Now AC will be hypotenuse side. The side opposite to the reference angle is opposite side, and this is adjacent side. Again consider this diagram. Same I will write PQR. Q as 90 degree. Reference angle I will change it to P. Now PR will be hypotenuse side. QR is opposite side, and then PQ is adjacent side. Hope you have understood this basic concept. Now let's move on. The next basic concept is trigonometric ratio. Now we have 6 trigonometric ratio, that is sine, next cosine, Next, tangent, cotangent, secant, cosecant, cosecant. So these are the 6 trigonometric ratio. This sine we will write it as sine, sine. Next, cosine is written as cos, tangent is written as tan, cotangent is written as cot, secant is written as sec, and cosecant is written as cosec. So this is the 6 trigonometric ratio we have. Now let's learn the trigonometric ratio in detail. So first trigonometric ratio, that is sine. So I will mark the reference angle as A and we will write it as sine A. Sine A, now write the sides for this. Opposite to the 90 degree we call it as hypotenuse side, and side opposite to the reference angle we call it as opposite side, and another side is adjacent. Now sine A is written as, can be written as opposite by hypotenuse. Next, cos A can be written as adjacent by hypotenuse. Tan A can be written as opposite by adjacent. If you remember the trigonometric ratio in this order, it is very easy. First, sine, cos, tan. Sine is opposite by hypotenuse, cos is adjacent by hypotenuse, tan is opposite by adjacent. Next, the remaining 3 ratio, that is cosec A, secant A, and cot A. So these 3 ratio are the reciprocal of the first 3 ratio. Reciprocal means just reverse the numerator and denominator. The cosec A is hypotenuse by opposite, secant is hypotenuse by adjacent, and cot is adjacent by opposite. So we can write like this, that is sine A is reciprocal of cosec A, or cosec A is a reciprocal of sine A. Similarly, cos A can be written as 1 by secant A, and also secant A is 1 by cos A. Next, tan A equals 1 by cot A, and cot A is equal to 1 by tan A. This is very important basic that you must know to solve any trigonometric problems. And also you can write tan A as sin A by cos A, because sin A, okay, sin A is opposite by hypotenuse and cos A is adjacent by hypotenuse. So denominator is hypotenuse. If you get cancel, opposite by adjacent. So opposite by adjacent is tan A. And cot A, cot A is a inverse of tan A. So cot A can be written as cos A by sin A. So this entire trigonometric ratio you can remember with a small table. So whenever you are solving a sum, make a small table and just write O A O H H A. What do you mean by this O A O H H A? O stand for opposite, A stand for adjacent, and H stand for hypotenuse. First we have O by H, opposite by hypotenuse is sine, A by H, adjacent by hypotenuse is cos, O by A, opposite by adjacent is tan. So if you make it reverse, if you find the reciprocal, that is cosec, H by O, next secant, H by A and cot, A by O. So this is the very basic concept in the trigonometry. I hope you have understood the concept. If you have understood the concept, don't forget to like, comment and share the video. Thank you.